4 weeks. So my fiance and I were just going for 3 weeks. So first we landed in Delhi, and in Delhi we got some rest and we saw some family. I have a cousin who lives in Delhi, and her children as well, and we did a little bit of shopping, not too much because I didn't really want to spend a lot of time doing shopping. However, my fiance and I are supposed to get married this year, so there were a couple of things that we needed to buy for the wedding, for the shadi. We went to Chandni Chowk, it is called, and it is in an area called Old Delhi, and it was the original market area in Delhi before the British Empire came and built more shopping areas and main city marketplaces in different parts of the city. So it is very small streets with stalls side by side, and it is lots of these little streets. It is very easy to get lost, and you can't take a car through there, but there are people on mopeds and scooters and rickshaws and autos. So it is very hectic. It is really quite an experience. If you ever go to Delhi, I would highly recommend going there. And the shops are all wholesale, so you buy things like in bulk, and it works out cheaper that way if you buy things in bulk. So we went there for a couple of things that we needed for the wedding. We went to India Gate, we went to Delhi Fort, or Red Fort it is also known as, or Lal Kila. It has multiple names. I'd never been inside before. I'd only ever seen it from the outside looking at it. It was nice to go inside and walk around because I'd never been before, even though I've been to India many times. I think it was good in a sense that it was my fiance's first time in India, because we ended up doing things that I had never done before. It was fun. We also did something called the Golden Triangle, which starts in Delhi and then you go down towards Agra. We went to the Taj Mahal and to Agra Fort. And Taj Mahal I've been to once before. It was my fiance's first time. It was nice because this time we had a tour guide who gave us a lot of history and explained all the materials, and it was nice to actually hear all the correct information. We went to Agra Fort, and that is amazing. In a lot of ways, it is more interesting to the more interesting than the Taj Mahal, because it was used as, you know, a palace and a fort. It is a fort palace, and people actually lived there. A family lived there, and it was really interesting. And then we drove to Jaipur, and in Jaipur there is a lot of palaces. The palaces in Jaipur have a different type of architecture. They are Indian architecture, whereas like the forts, Taj Mahal and Agra Fort, and I think also Red Fort in Delhi were all made by the Mughals. So the architecture was very, very particular, and it is in the Mughal style, the Mughal fashion. Whereas in Jaipur, all the palaces there are all Indian architecture. And in Jaipur, they actually still have a royal family. And we went to the palace that the royal family still live in. Some parts of it were closed off and some parts weren't. So we saw the things that aren't closed off, and it was beautiful, very, very beautiful. It was a gorgeous color of like a very light yellow mixed with a very pale pink. It was really, really nice.